I just want to make sure you're filled in on the expectations for this week. So if you're in my digital media class, one-line shot sequences is what we're planning for. It's what we're going to work on. And so it's just thinking of one line that you could say about COVID and some shots to put with it. You need to get a shot of yourself saying that as A-roll, and then some pictures or support for B-roll showing why you said that or what that means or something like that. And you need to attach those in Google Classroom for me. So I think as far as the assignments coming out this week, I will give you a place to turn in those shots, but those are not due yet. However, the plan is due because I want to have time to check your plan and make sure you have a good plan before you start turning in your stuff. So I'll give you a place to turn it in case you have it, but not required to be turned in until next week. And then next week I'll want your shots for your 2 planned sequences. Okay, so anyway, how do you find resources for using your smartphone or using your computer? I have recorded some myself and uploaded them and put them in the how-to resources doc that I shared with you. But the best way is just Google or YouTube. Try to figure out exactly what you need and put it in the search box, and there's going to be somebody who can explain it. I explain it, but I take 10 minutes. A lot of these, they take just 5, and so it's easier to go to somebody more prompt, and sometimes they're a lot better than I am at explaining things. So I have shared this PowerPoint with you so that you can see it, but here's what you need. A-roll, a line saying your appropriate setting, whatever the line is, and B-roll. And I give you all these examples that I've done edited because this is really a simple assignment. It just takes a couple of shots and then you put them together. You don't have to put them together. You can just turn in the materials for them and later put them together when we get back to school. Or you could use iMovie or whatever editing app you have and put them together. I don't know why that came up. Okay. These describe different ways that you could do it, and I give links to, this is a silent demo where from my iPhone I upload stuff. I didn't feel like talking at the time. Another screen demo of exporting from iMovie and uploading to Google and getting the link so you can see that process. It should be long enough to, nope. That's AVP. In my digital media class, I want to make sure you are clear on the expectations for the week. So for 5 week 6, the last week, I believe, of the 6 weeks. Really? Just 2 things, because I want to make sure you have a clear, good plan before you start getting the shots. So we are working toward a 1-line shot segment, actually 2 of them. So I want to see your plans for 2. I want to see your shots for 2. The shots are not required until next week, but I'm giving you some materials that can show you how to gather those this week. So what I need from you, 5 week 6-1. If you check in your classwork, it says reply to responses from last week's question. Well, last week's question is 5 week 2, give 3 responses. And the great thing about this is, this is where you're starting to look for ideas, and they've been giving some good responses, and I've been giving replies with specific, oh, you could use this shot for that, or I don't know, you might get more specific on that. So you can see my feedback and other people's ideas. I want you to review this so that you can see their ideas, and maybe you want to adopt their idea and change it a little bit, make it your own. So before you get your plan down, I'd like you to just look over the ideas, look over my feedback from the ideas. It can help you narrow to exactly what idea you're going to go with and what you're going to do. So that's what I would like you to do. And let's see. Done that, it's about you getting your plan down. So I had sent that out last week for those who visited with me in Google Meet so that they could get started on it. 1-line shot plan. I give you some examples of my 1-line shots here. I also give you 6 examples of some 1-line shots that I had dreamed up. So I have you only fill out 2. but I fill out 6 so you can see the various ways you can do this. On page 1, you're kind of outlining all the needs for your shot, and then you go to page 2 and you plan out exactly your shot sequence. On page 2, these 1, 2, and 3 are what shots you're actually going to gather. So the shots that you're going to gather will consist of the A-roll, the line that you say, and tell me exactly where will you be when you say that. For instance, I did a shot sequence about birthdays. I was in front of cupcakes when I said it, so it has a connection to what I'm saying. That's what you want. And then the B-roll, sometimes it'll come before the A-roll, sometimes it will come after, because sometimes you want to show them, this is why I'm about to say this. Here's what I said. Sometimes 2 shots can cover it. Sometimes it's good to have 3. So you can see a variety in my plan there. And once you get to editing, you may go, you know what? I should have put that behind the A-roll. And so you may change your shots around. But I just like to see 3 things you plan with those shots. So once you get into looking at this, you'll probably get a better sense. So here's how you will fill it out. What are you going to say? What will be the subject of your shot? So if it's about gardening, garden. If it's about food, food. You know, you just have to put one word in there. So what will be the location? Well, if it's about food, it's going to have to be the kitchen or the grocery store, wherever it is. So don't forget there's a page 2, and that's where you actually put your shot sequence. What's the A-roll? Is the because coming before? All that. Turn that in. I'll review it, and next week you'll be gathering those shots. So hopefully there's, choose something that you can access. Okay, so this is a PowerPoint that I am sharing with you guys that kind of goes over some of the key aspects. It has AVP stuff in here too, but this is the digital media stuff. So if you visit me in Google Meets with questions, I'll probably refer to this. This is my series of examples. I shared it in the questions. I'll try to copy it onto this post so that anywhere you are, you can see my examples. I already have some attached here, but I've made more since then. It's real fun. I hope you enjoy it. But you need A-roll and B-roll. And then getting to the about how. We had an assignment this past week where you were supposed to upload a video that said you can turn in the video file. So you should have this down. You should know this now. But in case you're still struggling over like, well, how do I do this? I have these resources here. I have some screen demos of me uploading a video. It shows me editing a video in iMovie on my phone, and then uploading it to Google Drive, finding the shareable link, and turning it in. So all that, reminders on how to name it. How long should it be in digital media? 20 seconds, really, because it's just one line with the B-roll attached. You may go, how can I use my Chromebook to shoot? I've recorded a demo of me actually doing that and talked you through. And so you can see this video shows how I did that. And this is the files that I made when I did that. And this is the video I made from that. So you can see how it is possible and how it is done. Also, if you have a PC, how to edit with the Windows Photo app or iMovie on iPhone. So I have all these materials for you in case you want to reference them. But all from you this week will be reply to 2 of those questions from 5-week 2. Give 3 responses. You actually got to go read other people's stuff and give helpful comments. If it's not helpful, it's only going to receive a couple points credit. So make sure it is helpful and specific, like, oh, I would use a shot where I'm looking out the window for this, you know, something like that. Or you should go with that one because it will be easy to shoot from home. You know, so specific, and then hit turn in on this one, so I know that you're done with it. And then move on to 5-week 6-2 one-line shot plan. Get your shots outlined, turn in. You can start gathering your shots. I would. And those will be due next week. I'll put the assignment up so that you can attach those if you are like, I just want to make sure this is taken care of, but not due till next week. So hopefully this is clear. If you have questions, you can see me in Google Meets this week. I'll be there at 2 every day.